rice every time. I'm going to make a fantastic tray bake or pan dish. 1 pan, 5 ingredients, brilliant combo. Using white fish fillets, basmati rice, green olive tapenade, cherry tomatoes, and fragrant fresh basil. Everyone needs a great 1 pan dish up their sleeve, and this, my friends, is a cracker. It's super healthy. I'm using some beautiful haddock here, but you could use any lovely white fish. And I always look for the MSC approved accreditation so they're sustainable, right? So I've got 2 chunks. So this method is brilliant. We're going to use a casserole style pan. It's all going to cook in here. So put the heat on. We're going to use 300 grams of basmati rice, which is about a mug's worth. A little pinch of salt, basic seasoning, very important. Then I'm going to top it up with 600 mils of cold water. Straight in the pan. You want to let it just boil for 4 minutes, okay? And by then the rice will have started to swell, and that's when we add our fish. And then I want to add some tapenade. So it's basically minced or chopped black or green olives. I've got green olive here. Just get 2 heaped teaspoons and just stir that through the rice. So that's a really nice basic seasoning. We're going to give it 4 minutes, then we'll add the fish. We want 4 clear portions like that. Fantastic. Now, I've got 350 grams of cherry tomatoes. You could use any tomatoes you like, but if you have a look down the markets or supermarkets now, you'll see they're selling all kinds of wonderful colours and shapes. They're just so pretty. This is a totally stress-free supper. No tricky techniques. Simply slice your tomatoes in half. We're going to dress this with a pinch of salt and pepper. And I'm going to go in with a tablespoon each of olive oil and vinegar. And then basil. Get yourself about 8 sprigs. What I'm doing is just picking the pretty little leaves of basil and putting that to one side. And then the bigger leaves go into my salad. And then once I've got that, I'm going to just grab the basil like this and have a little tear up. And then a little toss up. So what this is going to do is season, flavour and draw out the natural moisture in those gorgeous tomatoes. This rice has had 4 minutes, so I'm going to take these beautiful fillets and I'm going to just snuffle them in there, and I'm going to sprinkle all those lovely herbs and tomatoes in and around, and then look at all those juices. Pour all those in. This is all flavour. And the rice is going to protect the fish. It will also absorb the flavour from the fish, and everything's going to share. Let that chug along for 10 minutes on a medium-high heat. Cooking everything in 1 pan boosts flavour and guarantees perfect rice and delicate fish. So let's have a look. Very nice. So let's try the rice. Okay, it's cooked. The last remnants of water is going, and you can see how the tomatoes have just kind of given up all their beautiful flavour. So let's turn that off now. I can hear it just crackling. Few of those lovely little basil leaves on top, little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and a little teaspoon of tapenade just to go down that little gully. This is real comfort food, but it also takes the fear out of 2 things. I still think there's a lot of people out there that are frightened to cook fish and rice. This solves both, and 1 thing to wash up to feed 4 people: joy. So let's have a little look at the fish. Lovely, juicy flakes of fish. And of course, we're cooking it in that fantastic moist environment, right? But it's sucking up the flavour from the tomatoes and from the tapenade. The flavour is massive. Sweetness, saltiness. Oh, it's just delicious. And it's the quickest little dinner ever. Just 5 ingredients in a pan. 15 minutes later, you've got not just food, but a feast. It is delicious. My perfect 1 pan fish. Easy cooking to make you really happy at the end of a busy day.